For actually giving the intro, I have three headlines that I would like to show to you. The first one says that JavaScript is one of the most commonly used languages among developers in 2023. The second one says that TiDB is the second most starred open source database right now on GitHub. And the third one is a comment by the CEO of Nvidia, which says that AI is gonna make programming easy for everyone. So we believe on all of those three headlines, and we have created a product that lies at the intersection of JavaScript, AI, and TiDB. And the name of that product is AutoPilot. You come onto our website, you sign in with your GitHub ID, you create a project, you create a model, and if you need, use our AI controller to create your controllers. And just by doing these three steps, you will have a working code deployed to GitHub, and you can just clone that repo and start working with all of the manual stuff already done. So all of this, from the time you log into Autopilot to the time you clone your repo from GitHub, it will just take under 3 minutes. So this is what we see when we come to Autopilot. So let's try to log in. I'll sign in with GitHub. It's loading, we are inside. So here the GitHub city also loads up showing our contribution. So let's go to projects. So before actually creating a new project, I have a stopwatch. So let's time our whole flow. Project name is book reviews. We review books. So we try to generate this project. So in the background, Autopilot will write the code and push to GitHub. So the project has been successfully created. So let's try to add a model, the model name as well. So the model is being created. Let's see what happens. So the model also has been successfully created. We can check the attributes here. They look fine. Let's go to a AI controller and make a review controller. So the book reviews, and try to click generate. It's generating the code. Okay, so it generated the review. Is an excellent resource, but actually, you know what, I'll make it as 10 on 10. Here we have some other things that we can do. We can copy it, and we can even reset it to the original suggestion, but I will just add it to my controller as it is. So the code has been successfully been pushed. So let's try opening the repo and see. Okay, so 7 commits have been made. Let's try to download the zip. So the zip has been downloaded successfully. Let's try to stop our timer and see how much time we took. So we took 2 minutes and 18 seconds to actually create the whole repo. Try to see the overview and run some APIs. Let's first try to create a particular table and see what happens. Let's click on send. Okay, it says 201 created. Let's try to create an entry in the table. I already am trying to add a DaVinci Code by Dan Brown to it. I think that also ran successfully. Let's try to fetch all of the books that are there in the table. So that runs pretty fine as well. We got DaVinci Code back. Let's now try to run our custom controller and see whether we get the review for cracking the coding interview or not. We get it here as well. It gave us the updated value of 10 on 10. So now let's go to the TiDB cloud also, and let's check whether the table was created or not. So okay, book names was created successfully with the book name and book author attributes. Let's just wanted to show you 2 more things, and then we would be done with the demo. The first thing that is left is the history tab. So here we can see that when we created a repo called book reviews, that event has been tracked successfully. So it says that event type of project was captured, and then after that we created a model and we created the controller. From here also we can open the repo if needed, And if I come back here, there is a filter. We can filter it using different dates as well. So if I just want to see the operations that happened from 1st of August to 5th of August, you can see there is just one entry where I had signed up. The whole flow is really cool, I know, but it couldn't have been done without what TiDB does. So we just enjoyed and we went bonkers with the chat to query function. All of the complicated SQL queries that we had to write, TiDB wrote it, like 80% of it wrote for us accurately, and we just edited the rest. We also use the HTAP capabilities, like the history that I showed you, that gets generated on the fly, and we don't have any other table keeping track of what the user is doing on TiDB. So we really loved TiDB, and that is why we want to empower other developers, and we want to encourage them to use TiDB and like make the full utilization out of it. So this is just a screenshot of the query that the chat to query function was helping us out with. So with this, I just want to conclude what's the main goal of AutoPilot. So what future plans do we have? We have some very interesting ideas that we want to try out. One of them is the automatic AI based test cases generation, multiple languages support, migrations from NoSQL databases. So to conclude, we asked AutoPilot to write us an API for TiDB. So let's see what it has to say. So it gave us this awesome API where it says that TiDB is awesome because of its plethora of things that it does best. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed the demo. If you have any kind of questions or feedback, please feel free to reach out to any of us.